Top 5 fruits that fight arthritis, pain, and inflammation. The key to relieving arthritis pain isn't in your medicine cabinet, it's in your fruit bowl. These 5 scientifically proven fruits don't just taste great, they're powerful enough to reduce your joint pain without the side effects of medication. In this video, you'll discover the 5 most powerful fruits that fight arthritis inflammation at the source. You'll learn exactly how each one works in your body, the specific compounds that target joint pain, and simple ways to include them in your daily routine for maximum relief. These aren't just healthy foods, they're nature's medicine for your aching joints. I have spent years researching natural solutions for arthritis pain, and what I'm sharing today has helped thousands of people reduce their dependence on pain medication and reclaim their mobility. Whether you're dealing with rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, or gout, these fruits contain specific compounds scientifically proven to fight inflammation at the cellular level. The best part? You can start implementing these simple additions today and potentially feel improvement within just 7 to 14 days. What if I told you that something as small as a cherry could be more effective than some medications for certain types of arthritis pain? The research is shocking even to medical professionals. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory fruits. They're bursting with antioxidants and have been enjoyed for centuries. People love their sweet tart flavor and beautiful deep red color. But here's what most people don't realize about cherries. They're not just a tasty snack, they contain specialized compounds called anthocyanins that directly target the same inflammatory pathways as certain medications, without the side effects. Most arthritis sufferers are completely unaware of this research, and many doctors rarely mention it because it's simply not part of their pharmaceutical training. Let me break down exactly how cherries work in your body. Those anthocyanins I mentioned. They inhibit specific enzymes called COX-1 and COX-2, the same enzymes targeted by NSAIDs like ibuprofen. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that consuming tart cherry juice twice daily for just 3 weeks reduced pain levels by 20% in patients with osteoarthritis. But cherries go beyond just pain relief. They contain natural compounds that help lower uric acid levels in your bloodstream. This is crucial if you suffer from gout, as excess uric acid forms those needle-like crystals in your joints. In fact, a study from Boston University found that eating just 10 cherries a day reduced the risk of gout attacks by 35%, comparable to some medications but without the side effects. What's more, cherries contain natural melatonin, which improves sleep quality. This matters because poor sleep increases inflammation and pain sensitivity. By improving your sleep, cherries create a double benefit for your arthritis. Here's how to incorporate cherries into your daily routine. Fresh cherries, about 15-20 as a snack. Huddles of tart cherry juice, 100% pure, no added sugar. Frozen cherries blended into smoothies. Dried cherries, unsweetened, sprinkled over salads. For optimal results, try having cherry juice twice daily, once in the morning and once about an hour before bed. This timing maximizes both the anti-inflammatory effects and the sleep benefits. Did you know that Olympic athletes and professional sports teams now use tart cherry juice as part of their recovery protocol? If it works for elite athletes pushing their bodies to the limit, imagine what it could do for your everyday joint pain. Imagine if there was a group of fruits so powerful at fighting inflammation that researchers call them nature's pharmacy. These colorful gems actually change how your inflammatory genes express themselves. Berries are a delicious family of fruits that include blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. They're colorful, sweet, and beloved by almost everyone. They're versatile enough to enjoy in countless ways. But what most people don't understand about berries is that beneath their sweet exterior lies a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory compounds that work at the genetic level. While many people with arthritis focus only on what they should avoid eating, they're missing out on the active healing properties of these fruits. The standard arthritis diet advice of avoid this isn't enough. You need to actively include these therapeutic foods. Here's the science behind why berries are so effective. They contain specialized compounds called polyphenols that actively block the NF-κB pathway, the master regulator of inflammation in your body. When this pathway is overactive, which happens in arthritis, it's like a switch that keeps inflammation turned on. Berries help turn this switch off. Different berries offer different benefits. Blueberries contain pterostilbene, which studies show can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 40%. Strawberries are packed with a compound called fisetin that actually helps protect your cartilage from breaking down. Blackberries contain ellagic acid that studies show may help prevent cartilage destruction. A study from the Oklahoma Medical Research Foundation found that women who consumed berries 3 times per week had significantly lower levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation, than those who didn't. Here's how to get the most benefit from berries. Aim for 1-2 cups daily for therapeutic effects. Mix different varieties for the broadest spectrum of benefits. Add to Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of walnuts for an anti-inflammatory breakfast. Blend into smoothies with a bit of ginger and turmeric for enhanced effects. Frozen berries are just as beneficial as fresh and often more economical. For maximum benefit, try the berry rotation method. Different berries contain different compounds, so by rotating through various types throughout the week, you get the full spectrum of anti-inflammatory benefits. Here's something fascinating. Researchers have discovered that the polyphenols in berries actually communicate with your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria in your gut. This communication helps regulate your immune system, potentially reducing autoimmune responses in conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. It's not just what the berries do directly, it's how they help your body's own systems work better. What if I told you that pineapple contains an enzyme so powerful at fighting inflammation that it's used in professional medical treatments and sold as an expensive supplement, but you can get it naturally just by eating the fruit? Pineapple is a delicious tropical fruit that brings thoughts of sunshine, beaches, and tropical getaways. Its sweet, tangy flavor makes it a favorite in smoothies, desserts, and even savory dishes. But what most people don't know is that pineapple contains bromelain, an enzyme so potent for fighting inflammation that it's extracted and sold as an expensive supplement. Yet most arthritis sufferers have no idea they can get this same powerful compound directly from the fresh fruit. Even more surprising, the part most people throw away, the core, contains the highest concentration of this healing enzyme. Here's how bromelain works in your body. It's a proteolytic enzyme, which means it helps break down proteins, including those involved in the inflammation process. Clinical studies have shown bromelain can reduce swelling, bruising, and pain following injury or surgery by breaking down inflammatory proteins called fibrin. A study published in the journal Phytotherapy Research found that bromelain was as effective as standard anti-inflammatory medications for reducing pain and swelling in people with osteoarthritis, particularly of the knee. Another study found it reduced pain by up to 60% in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. But pineapple doesn't just fight existing inflammation, it also helps prevent future problems. The vitamin C in pineapple, 78% of your daily needs in just 1 cup, is essential for synthesizing collagen, the main protein in your cartilage. By supporting collagen production, pineapple helps maintain the cushioning between your joints. Here's how to maximize the benefits of pineapple. Eat 1 cup fresh pineapple daily, including some pieces of the core. Add to smoothies with the core included for maximum bromelain. Create a tropical anti-inflammatory bowl with pineapple, turmeric, and ginger. Try it with a sprinkle of cinnamon, which enhances its anti-inflammatory effects. For best results, eat pineapple between meals rather than with large meals. This allows the bromelain to be absorbed into your bloodstream rather than being used for digestion. Here's something most people don't know. That tingling sensation you get on your tongue when eating pineapple, that's actually the bromelain beginning to break down proteins on your tongue. It's literally the same anti-inflammatory enzyme at work that will be fighting your arthritis pain once you swallow it. Scientists recently discovered that this ancient fruit contains compounds so effective at protecting your joints that they're being studied as the basis for new arthritis medications. Yet you can get these benefits straight from the source. Pomegranates have been treasured for thousands of years across many cultures. With their beautiful ruby red seeds and sweet tart flavor, they're not just delicious, but also considered a symbol of health and fertility in many traditions. But what most people miss about pomegranates is that they contain unique compounds called punicalagins and elagitannins that directly target the enzymes that break down cartilage in your joints. Even more surprising, recent research shows these compounds can actually help regenerate cartilage in some cases, something most people believe is impossible once it's damaged. Yet despite this groundbreaking research, pomegranates are rarely mentioned in conventional arthritis treatment plans. Here's the science. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that pomegranate extract reduced cartilage damage in cases of osteoarthritis. The researchers discovered that pomegranate's unique polyphenols inhibited enzymes called MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, that break down joint cartilage. What's even more impressive is that pomegranate doesn't just slow down damage, it may actually help reverse it. Research from Case Western Reserve University showed that pomegranate extract stimulated the production of new cartilage cells while reducing inflammatory markers. This dual action makes it uniquely valuable for arthritis sufferers. A human clinical trial published in the Israeli Medical Association journal found that drinking pomegranate juice daily for just 12 weeks reduced joint tenderness by 62% in rheumatoid arthritis patients. Participants also reported improved grip strength and less morning stiffness. Here's how to incorporate pomegranate into your routine. Enjoy the seeds, arils, as a snack or sprinkled over salads, 1-2 cup daily. Drink 48 oz of pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened. Add to smoothies with other anti-inflammatory ingredients. Use pomegranate molasses as a delicious dressing for salads, rich in concentrated compounds. For best results, try consuming pomegranate consistently for at least 30 days to build up the beneficial compounds in your system. Many people notice improvement in joint flexibility within 2 to 3 weeks. Did you know that archaeologists have found evidence that ancient Egyptians used pomegranate extracts medicinally for joint conditions over 4,000 years ago? Sometimes ancient wisdom predates our scientific understanding by millennia. There's a tropical fruit that contains a unique enzyme so effective at reducing inflammation that it's a key ingredient in medical treatments for sports injuries. Yet most arthritis sufferers have never tried it. Papaya is a vibrant tropical fruit with beautiful orange flesh and a deliciously sweet, almost musky flavor. It's refreshing, nutritious, and enjoyed in many cuisines around the world. But what most people don't realize about papaya is that it contains a remarkable enzyme called papain that works similarly to your body's own digestive enzymes to break down inflammatory proteins. Even more surprising, this enzyme is so effective that it's extracted and used in medical treatments for sports injuries and surgical recovery. Yet despite this medical use, most arthritis sufferers have never considered papaya as part of their pain management strategy. Here's how papaya works in your body. The papain enzyme breaks down damaged tissue and inflammatory proteins, essentially cleaning up the inflammation at the site of your pain. This is why it's used medically in wound healing and post-surgical recovery. Beyond papain, papaya is exceptionally rich in vitamin C, more than oranges, providing 157% of your daily needs in just 1 cup. This high vitamin C content is crucial for collagen synthesis and maintaining the strength and integrity of your cartilage. What makes papaya particularly valuable for arthritis is its unique combination of enzymes and antioxidants. A study in the journal Nutrition Research found that fermented papaya preparation significantly reduced oxidative stress markers, a key factor in chronic inflammation and joint damage. Papaya also contains beta-cryptoxanthin, a carotenoid that multiple studies have linked to lower risk of inflammatory conditions, including rheumatoid arthritis. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people with the highest intake of beta-cryptoxanthin had a 40% lower risk of developing inflammatory arthritis. Here's how to add papaya to your routine. Eat 1/2 to 1 cup fresh papaya daily, preferably on an empty stomach. Make an anti-inflammatory tropical smoothie with papaya, pineapple, and ginger. Try green, unripe papaya in salads. It contains the highest concentration of papain. Create a papaya seed dressing. The seeds are edible and contain additional anti-inflammatory compounds. For maximum enzyme activity, eat papaya that's ripe but still slightly firm. The enzymes are most active before the fruit becomes overly soft. Here's a fascinating fact. The papain enzyme in papaya is so effective at breaking down proteins that indigenous cultures have used it as a meat tenderizer for centuries. Wrapping tough meat in papaya leaves would make it tender and more digestible. This is the same enzymatic action that helps break down inflammatory proteins in your joints. We've explored 5 remarkable fruits that can transform how you manage arthritis pain. Cherries with their powerful anthocyanins that work like natural NSAIDs and reduce uric acid for gout sufferers. Berries with their diverse polyphenols that block inflammatory pathways and protect your cartilage from breakdown. Pineapple with its bromelain enzyme that directly breaks down inflammatory proteins and supports collagen production. Pomegranate with its unique compounds that not only reduce cartilage breakdown, but may even help regenerate it. Papaya with its papain enzyme that breaks down damaged tissue and inflammatory proteins, plus beta-cryptoxanthin that specifically protects against rheumatoid arthritis. The key to success is consistency. Add these fruits to your daily routine in a way that works for you. Start with just 1 or 2 that appeal to you most, then gradually incorporate the others. Remember, healing from arthritis is a journey, not an overnight fix. But these fruits give you powerful tools to reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and potentially reduce your reliance on medications with their side effects. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who could benefit and subscribe for more science-backed natural health solutions. Until next time, remember that every small step toward reducing inflammation matters. Your joints and your whole body will thank you.